mainstream media wants to touch. Tonight, explosive leaks about Pete Hegseth allegedly brokering a secret deal to get Trump a free Qatari jet, while half of Washington is scrambling behind the scenes. And just when you thought things couldn't get wilder, Trump claims he's finally given up on the infamous list. But sources say it's the one they snagged from Ghislaine Maxwell's 2-day interrogation, a list that conveniently leaves out Trump's own name and swaps his political enemies. Forget transparency. This smells like the ultimate misdirection. So here's tonight's dire question. Are we watching history repeat with new secret deals and clean lists? Or is this just a level of manipulation America's never seen before? Jonathan, where do we even begin unpacking all of that?
I think it's more like this is one that's so prompt in everybody's face that it's hard to ignore compared to many of the others that have happened that have been even more egregious that we did ignore. So,
Right.
I've been looking at Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. I just read that she was denied immunity to testify in front of Congress. And then Trump talked about how he has the information for the 100 people she supposedly gave up to her 2-day interrogation with his personal lawyer, now turned government lawyer, whatever. And I think I see the pattern here. I think this is what's going to happen. This is my guess.
Wait. It's another one of Big Jonathan's predictions. Here we go.
We'll see how it goes. Well, it's
He's like 3 for 3.
Look, a lot of people are guessing this, but I think it's right. So the reason the main list isn't out is because it's not going to have the impact he wants, which is because he's on it, and people that don't matter to prosecute anymore.
Did you say because it's not going to have the impact that we want?
It's not going to have the impact he wants. Trump wants.
Of course.
It's because A, it's got him on it, and B, it doesn't have people that he wants on it. And I think if you listen to him talk, like, it's not going to have the auto pen on it because the auto pen never went to Epstein. Anyway, sorry, I couldn't help that. But so Ghislaine Maxwell supposedly gave a list of 100 people that should have been a match.
This is breaking news to me, guys. I haven't heard this one yet.
That should have been to a copy of what was given before, to the best of her memory, after all the torment. And my guess, what happens is they're going to have that list. Trump's not going to be on it.
For sure.
Duh.
Yeah.
And Bill Clinton's going to be on it, Avi, so they can get Hillary. And then they're going to have a bunch of other people on there, too, that probably had nothing to do with the island at all. And they're going to start going after them, like the Harvard person. Like,
Jonathan, what if we end up on this list?
Well, it's only 100. I'm sure he's got much bigger fish to fry on this one. Like Jerome Powell. I wouldn't be surprised if Jerome Powell in some of this. But in all seriousness, no, I do believe there's going to be a bunch of people, and that he's kind of starting to allude to it. He's kind of starting to talk about it. He's chumming the waters, so to speak, or he's testing out the waters, however you want to do it. That he has a list of 100 people that she gave up that they are going to use to prosecute or to torment, harass, or to tear down whatever they can get out of it. And they're going to go after his enemies and not his friends. And Elon, I heard that Elon...
Wait, how are they going to do that? They're going to go off hearsay from Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yep. That's
so
exactly
new
what
rules.
They're going to do.
New laws, guys.
That's what they're going to give out to the public, is a list that she supposedly gave up that Trump's administration made sure matches what Trump wants, which is his enemies and people that are not doing the two things, which is making him richer or making him more powerful, that are causing him issues, are going to be on that list. Like the guy from Harvard, like nobody cares about, let's be honest.
I don't even know his name.
I don't care his name.
Right.
But he's got a hard on for
Rosie O'Donnell.
Harvard. Huh?
Rosie O'Donnell.
I mean, he may just deport her. We'll see.
She's already gone.
Well, if she's smart, she won't come back for another 3 years.
Right.
Or another year. That's something we can talk about later.
Rosie, you're always welcome at my house, Rosie O'Donnell. All right.
Luck,
You are
Rosie.
welcome at the Almost Above Average Studios. Okay.
But I think they'll come up with a list. It'll be sanitized by the people between Trump and him. Trump will say this person, no, add this person. They'll have a list. They'll present it out. It'll obviously be fake. It'll obviously not match up with the flight records we already have. It won't include him. And they're going to use this as proof that he's good. And Trump is innocent of all this. And he has nothing to do with it. Even though we have unbelievable amounts of ammunition to prove that it is. And
So
then
right
he'll
now
use
we're at a
this to
point,
go
MAGA,
after the people he's already
pay
talked about.
attention. Listen up. We're gonna have a little period of time now where we're predicting what's gonna happen. You have time now to soak it in and to prepare for it.
Yep.
This is gonna happen.
And the reason they're not going to allow her to testify in front of Congress with immunity is because they know the risk of her saying Trump was there either on purpose or by accident, given that she didn't get her pardon yet,
Yeah.
is a very real possibility. So keeping a witness off the stand who might accidentally incriminate him or intentionally incriminate him is key. So they're doing this. One person goes and talks to her in private, presents all the information, even though this guy was Trump's personal attorney before. Like the bias, the corruption is just on full display. Like this is the equivalent of looking in a hat and coming up with a magic list of
Do you think Ghislaine has an
rules.
ace in the hole, a magic ace in the hole that she's gonna? I think her game is longer than Trump's right now. Like I think they're gonna make a deal so she doesn't testify, doesn't have to say his name. But part of me feels like maybe a redeeming quality to Ghislaine will be to before she dies to drop the bomb on everyone.
Yeah, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. But I worry and I'm concerned that she's going to give up this list. Trump's going to present it, and somehow she's going to die, and that'll be the end of that story. And I think there's a good chance she'll get a pardon, and then she'll die, and they'll blame the left, and go see what they did. She was innocent. Blah blah blah. It's like,
can we go on a little tangent for a second about that? Because there is some Putin-esque activities that is kind of going on around Trump. Someone. Was it a Comey? Well, a Comey was fired, but there was someone involved in the Epstein investigation that mysteriously passed away. They were like 80 or 81 or something. I think it was one of the attorneys, the prosecuting attorney, it might be.
mm-hmm.
Passed away mysteriously at 80 years old. I don't know anything surrounding those circumstances, but the fact that it happened makes me question it, especially because he's so close to Putin and you see that kind of stuff happening in Russia.
It was Giselle's attorney.
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine's attorney. Yeah, he died. One of the two that represented her just died.
Suspect.
Yeah, I mean this is so blatant that they're going to corrupt everything that could come from her to target Trump's enemies. They're hiding it all behind the curtain. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain, said the Wizard of Oz. And they're going to bring it out. It's going to be full of crap, and they're going to use it to try to interrogate people. And they're not going to give you the original list. They're not going to give you the evidence. The Epstein files are never coming out. They're going to bring this out. They're going to say, look, MAGA's going to go, hey, we got the list. And it's like, no, it's not the same list, guys. It's not the same list. The Epstein list.
Look, Trump's not on it. I can already hear it.
Trump is on that we already know, and he has admitted to.
Yeah.
He has said, oh, I'm on
reports,
it. But they faked it because he's already admitted he's on it. Regardless of how he got on there, he's already admitted he's on it. But that list will never see the light of day. This new list that they are faking will come out. It'll have Trump's enemies, and it'll look bad for a lot of people who don't know what's going on.
Okay, so we've established that Trump has been to the island. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, he said he's never had the privilege of going to the island.
There was another thing that came out yesterday. One of the senators was before Congress. I think this is correct. I don't have all the details. It was like a thing I saw in passing. And they found that more than 4,700 bank transfers from Trump through Russian banks to Epstein over the course of their friendship.
How many?
More than 4,700, almost 4,800.
My theory is this: like
4,736 or something. I don't remember the exact number. It's like 4,700, but more than that, wire transfers or bank transfers through Russian banks from Trump to Epstein. He's never been to the island. Come the fudge off.
That shows intent right there. Like,
I personally believe that, and I'd said this before, and I said it before, I think Epstein and Trump worked together. Mm-hmm. Epstein was hired by Russia to help influence American business and politics. And they got Melania, whose father is supposedly FSB, which is like their version of CIA or something like that, Russian CIA. And then Epstein introduced her to Trump. And then the thing that I've been running around my head is his previous wife died under weird circumstances, right? And
Right.
she's just buried on the golf course or something, golf course
Yep.
grounds, like right off of one of the holes of his golf course. And I'm like,
Yep.
that seems very suspicious, given that he married a Russian right after that while working with Epstein, who also reportedly worked with the Russians. Was
Huh.
that an assassination so that they could get Trump with Melania, so they could get him corrupted and under their control and do everything that they're doing now? And I don't know, this is just a weird ass theory I thought of
Did we
that
just create a
tracks.
conspiracy?
It tracks.
It does.
So
All of that makes sense. Kind of
a
like the
possibility is that the Russians with Epstein killed Trump's previous wife to get him with Melania, either with or without Trump's consent.
right. There's been several reports of Trump being a Russian agent for decades anyway.
And yeah, there's even FSB agents that have talked about it. So whatever. And Putin even says he's my guy. I own him, like on the television over there. But anyway, so shenanigans. Not
Shenanigans.
good. Quartar plane. I told you, and I told you, and I told you. No way on God's green earth is he going to accept a $400 million plane and it's going to sit in a parking lot nowhere doing nothing. That was
Yeah.
horse's assery thinking that anybody thought that he would not use that long term. And now that Hedgepath allocated, what was it, 900 and some $million to basically gut the thing.
You want to
Make
go through
sure
the
there's
article?
no surveillance equipment. Add in the radar tech, add in the anti-missile tech, the enhanced shielding, like everything that goes into this. Well, how much was it? It was 900 and no, keep going. So the plane was 400, and then there was like a 900 and some odd dollar. You don't have it. It was like 973 million or something, between 8 and 900 million. Or no, sorry, between 900 and a billion. Dollars to retrofit this. They're allocating it, but kids can't have school lunches, and you can't have Medicaid, and you can't have clean water or anything. Good luck, America. With that, buddy. They're going to make almost $1 billion available to retrofit Trump's plane, and then they got a waiver signed so that he could keep flying it after he leaves the White House.
Yeah, they donate it to his presidential library, which basically we just give it to him.
That was one thing. But now they're also including something to where he can just fly around on it, even if it's owned by the museum. So he's going to fly around on a $1.5 billion plane almost at our expense on his private time after he leaves the White House. Grifting AF.
Donald Trump literally just bullied the entire world because he wanted a plane. He's like, everyone is telling him no. Everyone's saying there's no legal pathway to it.
Because he wanted to be respected as being important enough to be gifted a plane. That's what it was all about. His importance and why he signed that deal in Qatar and why they bribed him with his own resort and gifted him his plane is to fluff his ego so that they can do other stuff. And these are supposedly the same people that paid, what's his name, Jared Kushner, $2 billion in a loan right after the CIA list disappeared.
The Qataris? Yeah.
Corrupt. And you guys thought, oh, well, Trump said this. I told you it wasn't going to happen. He was going to fly around on it. There was going to be some excuse, and he was going to get to fly on a plane that we spent almost $1 billion outfitting, and somebody else spent $400 million to give him. So almost $1.5 billion plane that he gets to ride around in for free because he was in office for a few years, and he donates his salary. Guys,
how does that feel, MAGA? He's straight up taken from you. Normally, you guys want to be fiscally conservative.
And that's already on the what, like $50 billion or $50 million, $50 million that we've already spent for all of his personal trips. Like the one to Scotland was like 10 million plus, and then all the other trips he's taken around for his funsies and all the golf weekends he's taken, like, and not to mention all the stuff he did on his first term. You guys think he's going to save you guys some money? And that's the other thing too. That rebate thing is just bullshit that he's feeding you guys to make you forget about Epstein. You are never going to see that dollar. Ain't going to happen.
What rebate are you talking about?
Trump floated giving a rebate because they had what was it, $25 billion surplus because of all the tariffs. And he floated sending all the Americans of a certain working class a check. And let's be honest, he's talking about the rich people.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see that check. I'm just letting you know. Everybody watching this ain't going to see that check. Ain't going to happen.
That's right. Make America great
that
again,
money
y'all.
is going towards his plane. and Ghislaine's unfortunate suicide is coming up.
Oh, man.
God help her.
That's
not
not
that
funny.
she's a good
We're
person.
We're not
I
laughing at
believe
her.
she's a horrible person going to hell.
She's a pedophile. She's a convicted pedophile. But
sex trafficker.
Anyways, we'll leave it there for right now. If you like this content, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Follow us on all social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And until next time, peace.